Hey everyone, today we're doing a food review on Coffee Crisp. I have two Coffee Crisp bars right here. This one is brand new. They don't sell this in the United States, so I had to drive to Quebec, Canada to get this product. That's why the new one and the old one, half of it's in English, half of it's in French. That's how everything in Canada is, not just Quebec. The whole rest of the country, even though they typically just speak English, everything has French on it. But for some reason, in Quebec, it's only French. But this thing here has both of it because it goes out throughout the entire country of Canada. And the old one right here, it's a lot smaller, but yet it says on it, now bigger. Look how small it is compared to the new one. Everything seems to get bigger. People keep eating more and more as time goes on. And the packaging is a lot different too. This older one has a package that's not exactly airtight. I can smell it. Doesn't smell that bad, actually. It kind of smells like peanut butter. And being from the United States, I've never actually tried this before. So when I found this product, I knew I had to drive to Canada and get this product right here. Honestly, Canada's only an hour drive for me, so that's a lot faster than buying one on the internet, because you can get it on Amazon no matter where you live. So I want to compare the ingredients of the new one and the old one, and you'll be shocked. Almost everything changed. There's some products we open up that are like decades old. It stays the same forever. Their recipe is forever. But this, the proportions and everything has changed. It's amazing. And one thing I did notice about Canadian products is it doesn't really say how many servings per container. It tells you how big a serving is, but it makes you do the math. In the United States, the nutrition facts always say how many servings per container. I don't know why it doesn't say that in Canada, but I'm going to give you guys a close-up look at both packages. Then we're going to open them both up, give them a taste test. This may have gone rancid. It smells okay, but I haven't known candy, especially, it smells like peanut butter, or if it's coffee, coffee beans seem to hold up. I've opened coffee from the 1940s, and this right here is from the 80s, so 45 years old, so we're going to see. And now here's a close-up look at these packages. Can anyone tell I'm super hyper? Because I just made a coffee review video. This coffee from the 1940s was still good, really good, so I couldn't throw it away. I just drank 2 coffee pots completely full. I'm going to be up all night. It's 11 o'clock right now. All right, Coffee Crisp, now bigger. Makes a nice light snack. Crisp, cream-filled biscuit. And here's the ingredients in English and French. This side of it is in French. See how it's packaged? They don't have candy bars that are packaged like this anymore. I guess it's just too easy to tamper with these days. So here is the new one right here. I wonder if this is the old one. It doesn't say Nestle on it at all. Maybe they bought that later on. All right, I just fact-checked that. Yep, this right here was a couple years before Nestle bought them in 1988. They're the ones who probably changed the recipe up a whole ton. All right, now we're going to focus on the ingredients now. Let's get them side by side, all right? So the old one, the first ingredient was milk chocolate. Now the first ingredient is sugar and wheat flour. So the other one, wheat flour, is a little bit more down the list. You see, the proportions of each ingredient have changed a bit. So the older one, chocolate, was way up there. The newer one, chocolate, is a few ingredients down. So you see, proportions have changed a little bit, but it should basically be the same thing. There's some products, they didn't change the recipe one bit over the decades, and I've never tried this. This will be my first time trying both of them, so I better try the new one first, just so I know what it's like. All right, everyone, here we go. Opening up the new one. And the new ones, you know what I noticed when I was trying to photograph it for this video? The new ones, you can't stand it up. The old one is so perfectly square. Look at that. You can even stand it on the end. Good luck with the new ones. This one's perfectly square. And this one here looks like at some point it melted when they were unloading it into the store or something. That it might be why. It might still be perfectly square because that looks pretty squared. It looks like it melted at some point. That could be the store's fault. It could be the delivery driver's fault. It's not the candy's fault, not the factory's fault, but it may be the driver's fault for leaving the truck open too much on a hot summer day. I don't know. But I know that I put it in the console of my car and drove here, so it definitely didn't melt in my basement because this one didn't melt. All right, now we're going to open this one up. I'm going to try to be careful to save the package for my collection. Okay, just open it nice and carefully. All right, this one's kind of split open. Hopefully that's not from bugs that were curious. Look at that. Not too bad. You know what else could have done that? Chocolate over the years, as it ages, it crystallizes the sugar, and just like rusty rebar inside of concrete, it expands, busting it open. So that's kind of like concrete. See that? The expansion. Just think of the crystallization like rust. So we're going to give that a quick sniff. Oh, definitely rancidness going on deep in that crack. It smells nasty. The chocolate part of it smells good, but this part internally, I can smell. Oh, that's going to be rancid, but I have to take a bite of it for science. All right, everyone. My first time trying a coffee crisp. Let's give it a try. I like it. It's kind of like a mixture of a Kit Kat and a Twix bar. I can definitely taste kind of like a Twix, that toffee flavor kind of. And it's got the texture and crunch of a Kit Kat, but big. All right. This is the one. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm gonna keep this box here because I'm probably gonna spit this out. This is gonna be nasty. All right, let's crack it open. All right. Take a look at the inside of this. Look at this. Look at the inside of it. Look at that. Oh. Now, what does the inside of the new one look like? Let's look side by side. Kind of the same. The air bubbles inside the older one were bigger. Now it's a bit tighter. Look at that. That's interesting to see that comparison. Now I have to take a bite of it. Not as bad as I thought. It's a little stale. It doesn't have as much of a crunch. Could be worse. Not the worst thing I've tasted. I'm not really going to wash my mouth out. I just don't want to swallow it. Not the worst. The chocolate's kind of covering up the really gross, rancidy center. It's one of those products, it's dry. As it's mixing with saliva, the taste is getting worse and worse and worse. Like right now, oh, that is so bad. It's so rancidy. Oh, I'm probably going to taste this for an hour. It's really strong. This horrible taste, like, kind of tastes like like a dark alcohol. Oh, really acidic, acidy. Wow, that's bad. I might have to wash my mouth out. This is awful. Oh my gosh, I regret taking such a big bite and letting it sit in my mouth like that. Oh my gosh. That is bad. I need this. I need to cover it up with a Kit Kat. Such relief. That made my throat start burning. And I barely swallowed any of it. I'm definitely going to eat the rest of that one. But I'm going to save the package of this one. I'll fold that up nice in a minute. But I know exactly what to do with this. No, toilet. I know you're hungry, but this is not for you. Fine. You can try a bite of it. I haven't fed you in a while. Oh, you have a dead earwig in you. That guy drowned. He couldn't get out of the bowl. All right, Mr. Toilet. You can try a little. I can see you were pretending to be a pitcher plant there, luring something into your liquid. Yeah, pitcher plants are a carnivorous plant that we have up north. It attracts insects into this liquid and they drown, and then the plant can digest it. All right, we're going to throw it into the fire so no one has to ever bear the awful taste of a 1980s coffee crisp again. All right, there it goes. It is now catching fire. Bye-bye coffee crisp. And I can still taste that in my mouth. The new one didn't cover it up completely, and it's a half hour later. I edited the beginning of this video while I was sitting out here making this fire hotter, getting ready to burn it. I can still taste it a bit. Goodbye, coffee crisp. Look at that. It's completely burnt now, and it's actually on fire at the moment. Can you see it's sizzling? You can see the chocolate along the edges burning. You can see it melting and boiling. Look at that. Bye-bye, coffee crisp. All right, it's been a couple of minutes, and it got more burnt, and you can see it's clearly on fire. There's a whole separate stalk of flame coming off it. That'll burn for a bit. Kind of reminds me of the video we made like 4 years ago titled, Will a 1940s or maybe it was a 1930s road flare still work? Kind of looks like the road flare. Back then, it wasn't a thing you strike like a match. Back then, it was a big glob of waxy sawdust you leave in the road on fire. Kind of reminds me of that video if you want to check that out from back then. That's what it looks like to me. All right, everyone. I hope today's video was interesting. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.